Good evening, everyone. If you want a chair, there's a few more over there. We are going to get started because I have another meeting at 7. Same thing, repeat it. So I want to get through everything and give you a chance for questions. I am Wendy, the head of youth services here at the Rochester Hills Public Library, and then Miss Kim is back there. A lot of you know Miss Kim because your kids came to story time with her 10 years ago. We're here today to talk about the 5th grade Battle of the Books. We're going to do a quick overview, and then I will release the 12 titles. So we'll talk about all the titles. The kids do know 3 titles from their school visit. I will be releasing all 12 tonight. So let's get started. The Battle of the Books. It will be held March 7th, 2026, okay? So Saturday, March 7th, 2026. I'll give you more details as we go on. So just some quick facts. This is 5th grade students only. So it is 5th grade students in the Rochester School District. It's 5th grade students that have an RHPL library card. So if they go to a private school, you have a friend that goes to a private school, a friend that's homeschooled, as long as they are 5th grade, they can participate. Even if you have a friend that possibly lives in Lake Orion or Troy or Auburn Hills that wants to participate, as long as one student on the team has an RHPL, students from other school districts in the 5th grade to participate. I do see a lot of you taking pictures. This will be recorded and put up on our website. So all this information will be there for you. We ask that the teams are 3 to 5 students. So no more than 3, no less than 3, no more than 5. If you have a large group that wants to work together, they can study together, they can hang out together, but for the battle, we do want the teams 3 to 5 students. They read 12 books between now and March 7th. So we have about 4 months to get that reading done. And then we have one competition on March 7th. 5th grade students, like I said, anyone with a Rochester Hills Public Library card, any 5th grader that is goes to Rochester Community Schools. Every school student in RCS does have a library card. So if you think your student does not have a library card, they for sure have a library card. You just need to go pick it up. As soon as they get registered with school dumps the database to us, and then we make sure everybody in the school district has a library card. Private and parochial school students can participate as well, as long as they are in 5th grade. I don't think we have any virtual campus students left anymore. Homeschooled children can participate as well. And as I said earlier, we will allow students without a library card as long as one student on the team has an RHPL card. 3 to 5 students per team. No fewer than 3, no more than 5. Teams need to find a grown-up to be their coach. It cannot be a 5th grade teacher in Rochester Community Schools, and it cannot be a media specialist in Rochester Community Schools. I know, bummer. We have a lot of good media specialists. So the kids need to find their coach. Choose a team name. The funnier the better. We love funny team names. Obviously school appropriate, nothing inappropriate that they couldn't do at school. Create a team costume. Now a lot of kids start thinking about this now, but don't really work on it until February. So we do ask that all the teams show up in a costume. It can be matching t-shirts that they designed. It can be banana costumes. We've had the Banana Bros a couple years in a row. We always have, like, some of the teams like to dress up as like Starbucks bookeristas. So they're Starbucks baristas, but they're serving books instead of coffee, things like that. The teams need to strategize. So they need to decide who is going to read what books. Are all of your teammates going to read all 12 titles? Are you going to split them up? Are you going to take turns checking the books out? So they need to make a plan. And then they also need to start talking about, as they read the titles, talking about the themes, the major plot points, those types of things, and then read the books. We do have copies available. We have 20 copies of each book available here at the library. We also have extra copies of the e-books, the e-audio books, and anything that you might any way you might check out and read a book, we have that available if it is available. There are a couple books that the ebook or the e-audio might not be available, say like a graphic novel or a picture book, those types of things. So there are 12 books. The books are chosen by the librarians here at the library. We start reading and researching books on March 8th, the day after the battle. We spend all year deciding the books. We present a variety of genres and formats. So we have all kinds of different genres, different types of books, picture books, graphic novels, nonfiction, fiction, adventure, sci-fi, fantasy, everything pretty much. We cover all the genres. So they are based on fifth grader interest, based on awards, professional reviews, relevancy, popularity of the author, and reading level. We do choose books anywhere from a 3rd grade to a 7th grade reading level. No books are required to be read. If there's a book that you don't want your child to read, someone else on their team can read it. I guarantee all these books are not inappropriate for a 5th grader, though. And every single book, like I said, is between a 3rd and a 7th grade reading level. Books are available for battle participants only. So we do have books set aside for the kids that are participating in battle, so they don't have to like fight for a book with a normal patron. We do have some regular circulating copies, but we have 20 of each title available for the kids to check out. Books check out for 2 weeks and are available to be renewed one time as long as no one is waiting. Our battle books, since we do have usually about 180 kids participate, our battle books do get waiting lists. So we do ask that you only check out 2 at a time, and they only can renew once if no one is waiting. So you have 4 months from November 12th to March 7th. The last day to register your team will be Saturday, February 7th in our youth services departments. Teams must have a coach before registering. There's no cap on registration, so we will take as many teams that want to participate. And then the RHPL library cards are required for registration, as long as they have a card. If they're an outside student, that's okay. We don't need a card for them. Like I said, the battle is March 7th at 2 p.m. It's a Saturday at Hart Middle School. It was just right up the road here by Stony Creek High School. Hart Middle School at 2 p.m. on Saturday, March 7th. And then we do have to wait a few days for the award ceremony. We typically don't wait this long, but there were too many sporting events going on to have us find a gym we could use. So the ceremony, the award ceremony will be a few days later on Thursday, March 12th at 6 p.m. So the competition, what does the competition entail? Like I said, we'll be at Hart Middle School Gymnasium. We will ask 50 trivia questions based on the 12 books. The answers of those trivia questions will be the title and the author of the books. So the kids do need to memorize the title and author of each book and correct spelling. We will ask questions that go one of 3 ways. In which book would you read the following passage? In which book would you read the following quote? Or in which book did something happen? Did you learn this? Did something happen? Oh, kiddo, you're standing right in front of the camera there. Thank you. So we, teams will have 30 seconds to answer each question. I'll ask the question. I'll ask it again. Then they'll have 30 seconds, and then they write on their answer sheet that we provide them, and they hold it up, and we'll have volunteers pick up the answers. Like I said, we'll provide answer sheets and pencils. We'll have a little clipboard available for them as well. In difficulty, we will have some confidence questions that are really, we will have some hard questions as well. So for scoring the answers, we have 2 possible points for every answer, 1 for the correct title and 1 for the correct author. And really the important thing about all of this is that your 5th grader has fun. And then last but not least, there's the award ceremony, which will be happening on Thursday after the battle. The award ceremony, we do give away awards for the top 3 scoring teams, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. If there is a tiebreaker, we will have a tiebreaker prior to the award ceremony, and those teams will be contacted. Last year we had a 3-way tie for first, so it was very intense. And then we also give away awards for best team costume, team name, and we also give away an award for sportsmanship. So a boy showed up and none of his team showed up, and he was there all by himself. And their team, and they allowed him to join on the day of the battle. So we did them best. It's not going to be, sorry, my microphone's not working that great tonight, but doing something kind or just being especially nice on the day of battle, give an award for best sportsmanship. So why do we do this? So real quick before I go over all of this stuff, studies have shown that 5th grade is the last year that children read for pleasure. Beyond that, they start having a lot more reading assignments. So this is one of the big reasons we do Battle of the Books, is to encourage a love of reading, their continued love of reading as they grow older. To share the experience with their fellow students and the kids at school and their parents. It's so, if you can. Also, to have a conversation about, to ask that the students talk about the books, meet to discuss what happened in them, but also their adult coach is supposed to be there having the conversation as well. To find new books that they might not normally pick up and to have fun. So, that was my quick spiel about Battle of the Books. Without further ado, I do want to release the 12 titles. I think this is the most important part, and then we'll have some time for questions. Okay, so number 1 is Across the Desert by Dusty Bowling. This all ready. Number 2 is Uprooted, a memoir about what happens when your family moves back by Ruth Chan. The students also know this one. Number 3 is Arusha and the End of Time by Roshani Chokshi. This is the chapter book, not the graphic novel. Number 4 is The 10th Mistake of Hank Hooperman by Jennifer Choldenko. Number 5 is Rolling Warrior by Judith Heumann. Number 6 is Tales of a 7th Grade Lizard Boy by Jonathan Hill. Number 8 is Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer. It's a long title, by Kelly Jones. I think we're on 9. The Lumbering Giants of Windy Pines by Mo Netz. 10 is We're Not From Here by Jeff Rodkey. The kids do know this one as well. Next, we have Into the Killing Seas by Michael Spradlin. And then we have Grandma Gatewood Hikes the Appalachian Trail by Jennifer Therms. And last but not least, we have Weirdo by Tony Weaver Jr. Now, here are some important dates to go over. Today is the kickoff, and it's the first day to register your team. If you know who's on your team already, you know the coach, you have that information, we have registration sheets in the back. There are 2 ways to register. You can register in person or you can register over the phone. We do not have online registration for Battle of the Books, unfortunately. We have paper registration or telephone registration. Wednesday, January 7th at 7 p.m. back in this room, I'm going to have a coach meeting for adults only. So we'll be going over a lot of details about the battle, about the questions that will be asked, and any other thing you might need to know. Saturday, February 7th is the deadline to register teams. Saturday, March 7th at 2 p.m. is the Battle of the Books at Hart Middle School. And Thursday, March 12th at 6 p.m. is the awards ceremony at Hart Middle School. So if you would like to find out more information, if you go to our website, rhpl.org, then you're going to hover over the top tab that says Services. On a cell phone, it's a menu on the left-hand side. Then you're going to click on Youth Services. About halfway down the page, there's a big Battle of the Books image right there. You're going to click on Learn More. If you click on that, you'll get our blog about Battle of the Books. It will be, we'll have our parent guide, our coach tips. I'm going to have the book list put up there by tomorrow morning, and we will also have a little bookmark you can print out if you want to print it out. We have bookmarks available tonight as well. So I know that was a quick meeting. I'm going to take questions, and then we're going to allow you to check out one book tonight if you'd like to check out one book, okay? And I have a registration sheet in. Want to grab that to fill it out, you can turn it into us, or you can turn it in to Shelby at the youth services desk, and then we'll let you. But first, let's do some questions. I know my microphone's kind of acting a little bit funny. I'm gonna kind of. I saw your hand up first. What's your question? The question: can 2 people do Battle of the Books? You do need to have at least 3 people on your team, okay? If you are having trouble finding a third person by next month, just contact me and I will let you know if I have some extra people that are looking for teams, okay? Any other questions? Yep. Can you bring a sheet to tell you the names and authors? No. Unfortunately, you do have to memorize the title of each book for Battle of the Books. The questions like this will be answered at the coach meeting, so if they don't get answered tonight, I promise you I'll answer more then. Any other questions tonight? Did you have one? Killing. So Into the Killing Seas is actually a book based on the SS Indianapolis, which was a true story of a Navy ship that was sank in the most shark-infested waters in the world. So it is actually a really good book. I think you'll enjoy it. Yes. Which the next book you're going to check out? So there are 12 titles for Battle of the Books. You can check out any book that you want tonight. You can check them out all for the next 4 months. You do not have to read them in any order. You just have to read all 12, okay? Any other questions tonight? Yes. How do you get the books? You check them out at the library. You can check out e-books through Libby or Hoopla, or you could purchase the books. Those are how you get the books, okay? I saw a parent question in the back. Yes? Do you recommend coaches read the books? I do recommend the coaches read the books so you can help them study and pick out the main themes. They are very good at picking out themes and plot points because that's what they do at school, but it is good to have the coaches read the books so the coaches can discuss with the students as well. Any other questions tonight? Yes. What if there are no books at your school? We have them here at the library. We have 20 copies of each book available. I have 10 copies out here tonight. I saved 10 for the next meeting because we do have a meeting at 7 o'clock as well. You can always check them out. You do not have to check out any book in any order. You can check out up to 2, but tonight we ask that you only take 1 because there are so many of you here tonight. And then the books will be on a cart behind the youth services desk, okay? So we'll have a special cart for Battle of the Books books. They will be held there. They won't be on the normal shelves. So if you're doing Battle and you want to check out another book, just come to the youth desk and we'll help you get that book, okay? Yes. Yes, the question was, can you add more members to your team if you only register 3 right now? Yes, you can add and change anything up until February 7th. You can get your team registered now. If you want to wait and get your team registered later, that's fine. Like I said, there's no cap on teams, so I will take 100 teams if 100 teams want to participate. We are typically around 40 teams. Any other questions tonight? Okay, so if everyone that's leaning or standing on that table could just move away from it so Miss Kim can get the books revealed. If you and walk, don't push, and you guys can check out one book tonight, okay? Thank you for coming. I'm here for questions if you need them.